Welcome everyone. Today we're going to do our pick a card reading, pick a pal. I think I'm going to, emphasize love within this, but I'm not going to leave anything out. So this is intuitive. This is for all signs, and what you want to do is just take a moment and close your eyes and just decide one, two, or three. Some of you may resonate more with more than just one of them. So understand that sometimes I feel like it becomes a full reading for some. So we're going to go ahead and begin. All signs. Just trust your gut. And we're going to start with one. And let's go ahead and move these over. So what I did is normally I usually do this while I have you here, but it just takes so much time. And I really feel like you guys trust me by now. So I went ahead and just did it ahead of time. And I did an oracle card for each. And then I used the Tarot Dreams and the Light Seers. And I think we have a total of 6. We have Jesus. Every time I see that, I think of a Carrie Underwood song, Jesus, Take the Wheel. I pray for Jesus' help and guidance with this situation. Okay. We have the Chariot. Can be Cancer, card of Cancer. We have the Emperor. Well, major arcana, 2 major arcanas side by side, Cancer and Aries. Look at this. We have the Strength card, another major arcana, card of Leo. We have the Devil, another major arcana. Wow. Capricorn. The King of Wands can be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Aries and Leos, both there, major arcana. And then look at this, another major arcana. So 5 major arcana surround this King of Wands. I feel like it's speaking of a person. And this may be someone who's coming into your life. This could be you. And why maybe something is coming into your life. Anyways, I feel like this, I'm just going to say the king because it is a king that's here. But that could be the masculine side if you're a female. But anyways, this king becomes the emperor. Now, that can mean many different things. It could be the leader. It could be a leader of like faith with Jesus at the top of this. I was going to say at the top of the wheel. This is about leadership skills, the abilities. And there's a reason this person is able to like lead the people, and that is because this person has walked the walk. This is someone who has been there, done it, but this is also someone of action. I do feel like this king had something he or she had to overcome, some type of temptation. I feel like it was an inner thing, you know what I mean? Like it was a battle that had to be fought within. Though judgment is right beside that, I feel like, it's almost like this king being called to attention. And again, this could be you. This could be talking about someone that, it's giving you like a peek at, who they are, where they were, that type of thing. But this is someone who's very connected, connected. And I feel like it's almost like I could say that my faith is what helped me overcome, the beast within me, let's say. I feel like the Chariot does show as a reward. It's because someone has found the balance within themselves between the feminine and the masculine, between the light and the dark, all of that. It's not the elimination, it's the balance of. And the Chariot, says you're ready for that. This is about, your mind, your intention is what drives this Chariot. So there is no limit. The only person who can put a limit on it would be you, or who's ever this Chariot's for. But I kind of feel like because this is love, the Chariot may be the masculine and the feminine. Again, it can be any sex, just understand that. But nonetheless, I feel like now someone has become, and listen, this can mean business ownership, but I feel like the qualities that this person, and it may mirror you, but I feel like the qualities that this person carries is like now a sense of responsibility, maybe to help those who carry the same affliction. Okay. I don't want to make these too long. Everything's pre-shuffled. I was just thinking to myself, if I lived alone, I don't know if you guys would love me more or kind of hate me, because I feel like I could do readings. I mean, I know I have. I've done personals very long. I have done readings online too, like a Scorpio I did in 2018. I remember the year. I remember the year. It was almost 3 hours long. So, it's not that I don't do them. I guess it depends what's going on in my life. Okay. I feel like this king knows without a shadow of a doubt that maybe Jesus was very instrumental in the ability to overcome, and then the ability to become who they now are. And I feel like Judgment is saying something's going on now, so the attention, getting the attention. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Well, first of all, the Nine of Pentacles is a very independent energy. This is someone who, listen, the Emperor here, it could be business ownership, no doubt. And 9, it's, it's the journey of getting to the success. But it came through one's focus and one's attention. But a true love for it at the same time. Interesting, like, there's a cardinal, almost like, I think it's a cardinal, helping her. This may be very similar paths, I want to say also, because, no doubt. And by the way, I feel like, so, a very independent energy, right? But the Chariot is under it. So I feel like it may be moving. I mean, you don't lose your independent nature, right? You never lose that once you found it. But you may lose your independent status. I feel like, it's interesting. I felt more and more like very similar paths. We have the High Priestess. Look at that. And then we have the Page of Swords. I feel like someone, like, speaks, kind of like, probably more than I do, but I feel like speaks what they feel, what they hear. Um, like someone's word and communication. I feel like someone is very trusting in what they receive. It's like from the most highest. And boy, I feel like, like this king, I feel like has been afflicted with something for such a long time. And then the ability to overcome that. And it's kind of like being set free, like being shot out of a rocket, and whoa, all the possibilities. Um, so, but I feel like, in return, this person may feel responsible to help. And I mean that in a good way. Alright, we're not taking all these, but we will take the Knight. The Knight of Wands. This Knight is heading in. I want to say whatever energy that tends to pull me down, it's not that it won't revisit. It's that I have learned how to handle it, what to do in it, how to see it, how to feel it, how to recognize it. You know what I mean? All of that. And I don't know why I'm saying that other than maybe somebody just needs to know that. Like, we have, look at that, the Strength card again. A lot of Leo energy here. I feel like there's a lot of mirroring energy at the same time. It's interesting how I just said, like, like being revisited by something. And then, bam, here's a Strength card, like, boom. Like, I know how to do it, right? This was an inner battle, and, and I don't feel like, it was overnight. Anyway, I do feel like this person's belief system has greatly increased. Not just increased, but almost like, I feel it, I know it, I see it. Like, I know the steps to take. Maybe even being guided to, again, help others. I feel like that's why many of us go through things. So we can then help others. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Okay. Why no card? We have the Ten of Wands. And then we have the Emperor again. So we have double Leo, double Aries energy. Wow. That's a lot. We have the Ten of Wands here. I feel like for some, it's almost like I could have worked. I could have worked for the man, but like all the responsibilities lied on my shoulders. I worked for the man, but maybe I didn't get the credit. I don't know. It's just like, it became too much. And it may be talking about how someone got on like a path of perhaps business ownership. right? And you know, in the Ten of Wands, there is a true sense of responsibility to the energy. So, in some way, a sense of responsibility to this Emperor, but nonetheless, it became too much. And that may be that. That is that. I don't know why I put it over there. It's coming over judgment. So I definitely feel like that Ten of Wands, again, coming to an end. It's almost like how I started the reading with this, you know, the solar eclipse. We just had it today. And you'll see the things, you know, energy getting lighter. So I'm going to leave it there. This is going to be long. Anyway, I feel like two people are mirroring each other here, and that's that. That's that. A lot of Aries and Leo energy, but not in a negative way. I'm not feeling it in a negative way, except for over here. Like I took it from the man for too long. So I'm gonna leave that. Okay. You'll let me know. Crazy. You had all major arcanas except for one. Okay. Let's do number 2. We have health. I don't remember ever getting this card. My prayers for healing miracles have been heard and answered. Health. We have the 5 of Swords. It's almost like my mental health. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Palace of Wands. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Death card of Scorpio. And we have the King of Swords. Can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. I'll bring us down a little bit. You know, this King of Swords seems to be on the outside looking in. And, you know, I don't know why. This is like a reoccurring theme. I mean, I do know why. But maybe it's like I hear it over and over again because I'm doing the readings. And I'm hearing it over and over again. And it is about the year that we're in. We're in the universal year 5 again. Things are coming to an end. And, you know, it's our responsibility to look at what needs to come to an end, what's not serving you, all of that. Because I feel like this, again, is just like the first one, talking about change. I feel like this king, whoever this may be, is on the outside looking in. That can mean this could be someone who's like online. Or it's just, you know, outside looking in. So I just simply feel, because the Knight of Cups is here, this talks about a cup that's coming towards you. It feels like it's coming towards you in this 5 of Swords. This could talk about soon. Like, it could be coming soon. And it carries the energy of the Ace of Cups. So, you know, this could be someone real. Well, of course it's someone real, but I mean like real love. You know what I mean? Not that other love wasn't real. I need to find a different word for it. But I feel like there is a sacrifice, and the sacrifice is the Death card, the closing of a door. But the card itself says, you know, close that door and boom, there's a rebirth. Right beside it is an ace. Right above it is a knight. I just want to give these a good shuffle. You know, this Knight of Cups is coming out of the energy, Page of Swords. That can talk about Page of Swords, which would have fell on the 5. That can talk about, you know, regaining your voice, that type of thing. Anyways, the Palace of Wands is a very activated type life. It's moving according to your desires. It's walking down the path of the wands, and that is passion. And passion, you know, I feel like for someone, that simply means someone stimulates your mind, and I love it, right? I love it. Someone will stimulate your mind. What's going on here? What am I doing? I have the 7 of Wands, but it is in reverse. You know, I've been getting this message a lot too, like fighting battles that maybe they're not worth the fight. You know, if this is affecting your health at all, you want to think about that. Because it does feel like more like your mental health, but then that it can affect your physical health. And, you know, that 7 of Wands was in it, you know, I don't know, it's almost like a giving up type of energy. You know, I'm no longer me. I'm no longer my energy. I'm their energy. I live within their atmosphere, and mine has been deflated. And that'll never feel natural. That's the thing. It'll never feel natural. And that's what you're feeling. It doesn't feel natural, and it feels like the longer I accept it, like the more deflated I become. It's almost like I see you like a ball deflating, you know, and I don't want you to deflate, and you're not meant to. That's the moral of this story, is you're not meant to deflate. You're meant to expand, bounce. You're made to bounce. You have the 3 of Pentacles. I have a feeling that, you know, there may be something that you do in your financial house, let's say, or your creative house, something you love to do, that type of thing. Maybe do something online. I kind of feel like there's someone who already admires that energy, probably more like you type thing. Look at this, the Ace of Pentacles, and I was just thinking to myself, you got to do what you got to do. You know, if your health is being affected because of this energy over here, don't tell yourself there's nothing you can do, because I feel like there's gifts within yourself that can help you. And that Ace of Pentacles is like, there you go. There's that seed. There's a seed. So it's something that moves you in the right direction. And it feels like the Knight, it's almost like I'm moving in this direction. I'm following my pentacles. I'm doing something. I'm getting lost in them, let's say. And I feel like that's, if I'm able to let this energy go, and I feel like as I'm getting lost in that energy, it's almost like the Knight of Cups crashes on you. I imagine like 2 waves hitting, you know, coming together, right? And they splash, but then eventually, like, they come together and they become one. I don't know why I keep leaving my deck up. I never do that. So anyway, you know, this may give you the opportunity to live in your house of desire. We have the Two of Pentacles flipped itself around like it did 180 over the Ace of Cups. There's the question. Well, look at this. They're just coming out so clear. We have the Six of Swords. You know, Six Swords in reverse, I don't love it because it's saying that you're still stuck in the Five of Swords. Six of Swords is, you know, I have to feel it's the energy of, it's definitely moving on. It's moving on through the choppiness. And just trusting that you're going to find calmer waters, because you will. How could you not? How could you not? And on top of that, I feel like there's a gift you have, a talent you have, that you could truly get lost in. And I feel like that may be your answer out of this tough energy. And as you get lost in it, I feel like, again, love comes crashing upon you. You know, I feel like this Palace of Wands, it is saying about where you end up, and that's a beautiful place. But I do feel like this king, whoever it may be, will be in this palace also. And if nothing else, I feel like this is someone who can stimulate my mind versus, you know, break it down. This guy just looks like he would just sit back and listen. Wise. You know, he's sitting at the mountaintop. He had to climb that mountain. It's got an owl sitting right there. To me, a symbol of you know, wise, wisdom. It's weird. I feel like I'm doing everything backwards. Wow, look at this. We have the Five of Cups, but then look at this. We have the Ace of Cups. So now we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So let's talk about the Five of Cups, because now we have two fives, and both of them are of difficult energies, let's say. One is within our emotional house, but it feels like, just like I said, first it's my mental health, and then my mental health affects my emotional health, which affects my physical health, all that. Like, it can snowball. So five is about awareness of that, and then change. You know, setting yourself free from what you think binds you. And then here is the Ace of Cups. So this King of Swords is really connected to beautiful type energy. And I feel like whatever it is you may do, they would be one that would look at you and get it. They'd admire it. You know what I mean? They coax you on. When you're feeling down, they would build you up. And I feel like it's the opposite energy of maybe what I know. But you gotta know that what you want does exist, right? It takes a lot of energy from you. That's what the five is for. You put in the change, and then boom, here's the aces, right? The Ace of Pentacles. What I need, if I'm changing something in my physical world, I need that Ace of Pentacles, you know. And then last but not least, boom, the Ace of Cups, right when you need it, not when you need it. But again, I feel like, boy, this is someone who will look at you in a completely different light than maybe what you're used to. But I feel like first you got to find it. Like, first I got to get lost within myself and my craft and that type of thing. Like, you know, I got to find a love for life again. And for some of you, it may be like in your pentacles. And I think I'm going to leave that there. I feel like it was just very clear. There's no sense of like keep going over it. That was 2, and now last but not least, number 3. We have trust. I know that God, in His infinite wisdom and love, is answering my prayers right now. When? Right now. How? In many different ways. Well, hello, lovers. Card of Gemini. You know, this talks about a head over heart decision, so to speak. It can be one meaning of it. I feel like, you know, there's 2 naked people who couldn't get closer, right? Like, this is with someone that I can truly be me, my whole self, flaws and all. You know, the flaws may be what makes me beautiful to the other. So, you know, I feel like you have to come to the table in a certain way too, right? Both coming naked, both coming honestly, truthfully, loyalty, you know, that type of thing. Universal year 6. So that may give us a time reference. We have the Sun, card of Leo. Just like Leo, you have 2, or just like Leo, just like the first one, I believe, you have 2 major arcana side by side, Gemini and Leo. Well, there's another one, the Death card, card of Scorpio, Gemini, Leo, Scorpio. Look at that. Another one, Temperance, card of Sagittarius. This is all about divine timing. You know, when is the right time, when it's the right time, right? You know, it's like, if I can remember that my vibration, like where I put my own vibration, because I'm responsible for my own vibration, you know what I mean? That's free will. But if I'm willing to be what it is that I ask for, then what I ask for comes easily. It's when I'm not willing to be what I want, and then, you know what I mean? Anyway, I don't know why I brought that up. Card of Sagittarius, I don't know if I said that. We have the King of Cups. And then we have the Magician. Look at that. This is mirroring the first reading, guys. First of all, I feel like let's center everything. So this is mirroring the first reading, as in all major arcanas except for the one lonely card, and both of them are kings. This one is the King of Cups. So, how interesting. You know, and that would be 6 major arcanas. I don't know what came out in the second one, but just out of those 2 readings are 6 major arcanas. So it could even be 2 different people. Like, the first reading is for, you know, of these 2 people, them, and then maybe this one's you. I don't know. But the synchronicity is crazy. So, let's look at this. Let me grab a drink real quick. And actually, let me shuffle while I look this over. So first of all, Temperance, the controller, so to speak, of divine time, is carrying the energy of the lovers, and connecting the lovers to this King of Cups. So let's talk about the King of Cups. The King of Cups is someone in the upright, and he must be in the upright because he's surrounded by, first of all, divine energy, and then the sun. You know, there's no shadow around this king. This is a king, you know, and his eyes is closed. His eyes are closed. It's like he's manifesting. He's like, in some way, I feel like manifesting this love, whether known or not. And when I say known, listen, I may have known him in a past life, and there's an energy I feel like that he's trying to bring to him. Not trying. I almost feel like he believes in his power. This is someone who would very much love to be in the lover's energy. And again, I feel like there's nothing I need to fear, because he comes in the light. We have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords. What's that about? We have the Six of Cups. We have the Hierophant, another major arcana, card of Taurus, but this is about your belief system. You know, it's a 5. So it could talk about something coming to an end. You know, some of you, there may be someone of your past that you really want to be with, but you fear it. I feel like they come in the light. You know, I can't guarantee it. But I feel like you could. You know what I mean? Like you could. Okay, well, let's keep going. We have the King of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Energy of Destiny. You know, I mean, truth be told, I feel like someone is feeling, you know, like in some way feeling called. I feel like this king down here is like, you know, in meditation, or whatever, or like using this emotional connection. You know, and I feel like he's got no doubt that it's reaching you. And I feel like it is reaching you. But it may be coming in the energy, you know, trust. You know, trust that your prayers are being answered. And this may be exactly what it is you want, but with the Two Swords over it, and her having a blindfold on, you know, it puts doubt upon it, right? It puts doubt upon it. But honest to God, I don't know why, other than it must be because of past energy that you're hanging on to, because I don't know, it's just like it feels kind of very meant to be type energy. We have the Ace of Wands, so I feel like, you know, whatever is being manifested, it's successful. And then we have the Page of Cups. It's funny because I feel like, to the King of Cups, this could be this talking about someone, um, of an earlier time, like, you know, thinking of you as the page. I feel like this is definitely, I definitely feel it. Now there could be different variation. Why can I say the word variations? For what the heck? Um, you know, the different layers, different layers. But I have to say, I feel like, long story short, there is someone who, is manifesting out of love. manifesting, and listen, I don't have to have had a romantic relationship with someone, but this is someone, I almost feel like if I think about them, it brings a smile to my face. I feel like for this king, it's like almost like you um, are the last thing on their mind. You could be living two very different lifestyles. I'm telling you, and you just never know. You just never know. And then temperance being here almost puts like a level of security over it, right? And then the sun is saying there's no shadows being cast here. This is on your wheel of time. But the two swords is like, but you gotta allow it. You gotta allow it. Some of you, it may just be saying, if you are the King of Cups, like the power that this king realizes he or she has in manifesting, because I'm doing it out of the light. I'm doing it. Now listen, I may just meant you for a moment. I don't know. There's something. There was a spark. And I feel like, like they're feeling that more than, they're feeling on a spiritual level. They're feeling it in a physical level, but they're also feeling it in a, like, within their faith. Wow. Almost like, I get this person, I want to marry them. I want to marry them. So, that's happening. um, and I don't know. I feel like, can it be for you? I feel, why couldn't it be for you? But first of all, it's like I come to the table free and clear. Maybe there is no, I don't know who my other part is, but what it's saying is if I put my energy, if I become like this king and I manifest out of love and light, but in the meantime, maybe, I'm like on my own journey. I feel like things come together. Temperance is saying that's all you got to, you'll be at the right place at the right time. I feel like there is this connection, though, to the past and a spark. And I feel like this spark is being lit again. It's being lit again. And I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. Um, I don't know if I told you, I did a reading earlier, and I'm talking, and then I put a card up to the monitor, and then I'm looking, I'm like, whoa, there's no card. And it was freaking me out. I couldn't figure it out for a second. Like, I kept putting the card up and down, but there was nothing. It was just the table, It was just craziest thing. Like, somewhere it just froze, and I didn't notice it. So I had a. Anyway, guys, let me know. Again, I feel like if you're in 3, you may want to check out 1 again, because the synchronicities, especially with the major arcanas, and both of them are coming around a king in the exact same place. Wow. Maybe even the 2 is the advice for, you know what I mean? But wow, mirror, mirror on the wall. I love you guys. Thank you for spending your time with me. I will see you next time at the table. Bye bye.